Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well since we entered this new year of 2024. But for many, we've not only entered a new year, but a whole new dimensional, higher energetic frequency as we've entered into the fifth dimension. Now, this has taken a whole lot of getting used to integrating our way of being to live in this elevated energies, and it might seem really strange. There'll be powerful events during 2024 which will actually help us to align with these brand new energies, and one of those events is occurring tomorrow on January 11th, or the 111 January 11th portal, with the first new moon on 2024. So I decided to do a reading around this very important event. Now, please do remember that this is just a general reading and it can't possibly resonate with everyone, but there may be some messages that apply to your journey, can help you along the way. And if you would love to comment and share about the messages and how they resonate with your journey, I'd love to read your comments. And if you'd like an individualized, personalized reading, please do phone me at the Angel Healing House, and that number is 831-277-3716, and that's Eastern Standard Time, to schedule and book a reading. Now, this Capricorn new moon tomorrow is bringing in our first initiation for this new year and these very elevated high energies. Capricorn energy is all about determination. It's about setting our intentions and long-term goals to secure a strong foundation. Now, it's a fantastic moon for those who are career-minded, as January 2024 is filled with great energies for business and success. Now, this new moon is even more powerful as it's closely conjunct the planet Pluto, which is the planet of transformation. Now, Pluto, with its death and rebirth energies to transform our lives, is wrapping up its journey in Capricorn. Pluto's influence involves dismantling things like outdated systems and structures to make way for the new, more effective ones. And believe me, couldn't we use more humanely driven structures and systems on this planet? Now, under this new moon, we find ways in which we can be reborn, ways we can be strong, ways we can remain in our integrity as we integrate a new way of being in these higher dimensional energies of 2024. And we continue to release any last remnants of our former selves that were trapped in a cycle of limitation and, for some of us, suffering. Also at this time, Pluto is also supported by Uranus, the planet of surprises and the unexpected, to help bring positive changes into our lives. Now, whether or not we're into making New Year's resolutions, a new moon in the determined sign of Capricorn is all about accomplishing what we set out to do. And I decided to pull an oracle card as an overall theme for this Capricorn new moon reading. And this very auspicious card came out, and it's the card Talisman, and it's the number 49. This moon will put many in a place where we know the right things to do for the greatest good of our soul and the greatest good of the collective as well, as we will be utilizing all the wisdom that we garnered through the many trials and the challenges, not only of 2023, but the years leading up to that. Unlike the good fortune brought in by let's say a horseshoe or a four-leaf clover or even a rabbit's foot, the talisman is not something that is physical that we can actually put into our pockets. It's the wisdom that we now hold inside that we learned from those trials and challenges, this great wisdom inside of us that will help us to make the most beneficial choices, and decisions. You cannot put a foot wrong now in 2024 if you draw from that experiential knowledge and wisdom of yours, if you allow yourself to go in the direction that Spirit wants you to co-create, then it's a path to synchronicities, serendipity, magic, and miracles. So you have learned your lessons well. You've earned the right to your success. And in this card, we see that she has a compass there that she has on a string, and it's showing her, like a talisman, the direction that she needs to go on this new path of hers. So I love that this is the overall energy for this Capricorn new moon. It's a talisman of the wisdom inside of us that really is going to lead us to success if we utilize that wisdom and we draw from it. Now, I decided to do something I haven't done in a very long time, which is go to my Lenormand cards. So I dusted them off and decided to draw 5 cards to see what the overall energy of this Capricorn new moon is going to be. Well, our first Lenormand card is the beautiful card with the swans on it, and this is the card of the heart. It's a number 24, which 2 plus 4 is, it's a 6 card. Now 6 is the energy of harmony, regaining a sense of peace and balance in our lives, especially after the often tumultuous challenges of the number 5. This could be a symbol of deepening love in our relationships. It could indicate our new soul tribe, most like us, who are like us in alignment of our energetic frequencies. This could be about our hearts that are now healed and cleared, and they're open to receive the information of the way that we'll be serving in these higher dimensions. You know, those things that and ways that we're going to be serving, and those new paths, that new journey that we're going to be stepping onto, that could not have come to us unless we absolutely purged and got rid of any of the resentment, the regret, the anger, the sadness, the unforgiveness, all of those things, defensiveness, criticism, judgment, all of those things would have stopped us being in the higher dimensions, and therefore being given this new path of service in the higher dimensions. But now that so many in the collective have come home to themselves, they've come home to their hearts, they've cleared and they've healed so much, this tells us that this first initiation in this Capricorn new moon, which is tomorrow, is going to be like the opening for then the new to come in. Hearing from the posse of angels, don't expect for it to come in tomorrow, but it'll be the door opening for it to come in. And many people will start to notice the new coming in from mid-January or the third week in January, especially around the 20th. Of January, and then through to the beginning of February, when we have the Chinese year of the dragon, and dragons are very lucky. I love working with dragon energy, so I can highly recommend it if you haven't worked with dragon energy before. So that's a great card to get, and our first card, at number 6 card to start off with. The next card is the polar bear. And strangely enough, 1 plus 5, 15 is another 6. Now the polar bear, this card is often associated with power, with authority, an authority figure, perhaps somebody who was well connected with their connections, or financially. Could mean that many in the collective will be presented with opportunities to step into powerful leadership roles, to collaborate and connect and create those new structures and systems for this new era of light on planet Earth. Now, a thing to remember here is that we are, in 10 days' time, we are going into Aquarius. And Aquarian energy, Aquarians are all about humanity, humanitarian efforts, altruistic. They are philanthropic. They are very expressive. They often are very unconventional, very unique, but they are always focused on social issues to create those new structures and those new systems that are going to be more humane for this planet of ours. So, as in Lenormand, the cards always link together, and our open hearts now are creating this pathway for those, not only for us to step into power positions, and that if we're called to do that, leadership positions, but also calling in those powerful people of authority who are well connected. Maybe they have the finances to support your projects or things like that, or get you on board with those new systems and structures and those kinds of things. So I love that those two cards are sixes as well. Next card that's coming out for us is another 6 card. It's 42. Okay. How auspicious is this that it's 6, 6, 6? It indicates the direction, the compass card, that we are meant to go in. I'm sorry, I thought I turned off my ringer, but I didn't. Never mind. The previous cards of a powerful, well-connected authority figure and our hearts are opening ourselves up to getting the information and the direction we need to then start the next part of our journey. Now, for some of you who are thinking, oh, 666, well, that's not a very good number, regardless of any other agenda that kidnapped the 666. In numerology, the 666 encourages us to connect with our heart space and move in accordance with our own joy and pleasure. No wonder that 666 was kidnapped and made to be something else, because if it's all about our heart space, if it's all about our own joy and our pleasure, then that sends our vibrational frequency up through the roof, up through the atmosphere, and is high vibrational. Then we can manifest exactly what we wish to have in our lives, and we live lives of peace and joy and pleasure. So those with the life path of the number 6 are often altruistic people, people who love to give. They have huge hearts, and as it stands for the love of our fellow humans, kindness and willingness to serve a good cause and help those who need it. So once again, Lenormand cards do not stand alone. We've been shown because of all the clearing and cleansing we did, our hearts are now open to receive this powerful, either authority figure or us stepping into a powerful leadership role. Yes, most probably we'll be taking on more responsibility, but nothing that we can't handle. And if it's presented to us, we have all the wherewithal to be able to do it with our experience. And this will be like a compass for us, our third 6, to be able to go in the direction that we are karmically and fated to serve in this new era of light. Let's go to the next card. The next Lenormand card that came out is the lilies. The lilies symbolize a period of tranquility, of emotions, of wisdom. It suggests a period after imbalance of peace, of calm, of harmony, urging one to embrace things like relaxation and self-care. Now, it's a card that encourages the deepening of emotional connections and the understanding of one's emotions. Now, this confirms the heart card that we began with, that we are more in touch with our emotions and what is important for us and what we will not compromise anymore, giving up pieces and parts of ourselves. After what was a tumultuous 2023, this lily presents a time of calmness, of stability, when things are moving smoothly in one's life, bringing in things like balance and contentment. Now, the lilies are a reminder to take a step back, to nurture ourselves, focusing on self-care again and personal growth. The posse of angels, my angelic family, is sharing that with this new moon in Capricorn, they know how eager the collective is to get on with 2004 and put 2023 or all those previous years behind us. But their advice is to take things slowly, embrace a more relaxed approach to life. They really want us to know that what is karmically destined and fated for us will always be meant for us and will always be for us. And there is no reason to push or force it to happen or to have any doubts that it will happen for us. So I love that that one came out. And the last in this 5-card read is a truly, our lucky last Lenormand card is the Clover. And number 2 is a card of things balancing out. Our partnerships, its diplomacy, its harmony. The green of the fertile clover portends that luck and good fortune is truly on our side under this Capricorn moon. And once again, we do not need, as the talisman told us, we don't need the horseshoe. We don't need the rabbit's foot. And we certainly don't need any of those physical things to put in our pockets. What was the other one? Or the 4-leaf clover to put in our pockets in order to be lucky and in order to know that good luck and good fortune is on our side. The white of these flowers is about purity. It's like we've wiped the slate clean from the end of 2003 previously. All that has been wiped clean. And the more that you can just lean into these energies of the 5th dimension and higher, yes, it's going to take some integrating, and yes, it's going to take some getting used to, but all you need to do is to know that these supportive energies are here to stay, and as the year progresses, it's just going to get stronger and stronger. The more that you allow yourself to lean into these new energies. And these new beginnings are just waiting for us to experience that abundance and prosperity in our lives as we step on the new path that we will be given direction. So I love that. And as I said, I was just thrilled that that talisman card came out. First of all. So let's go to the tarot and see what cards are coming out for us. Go to the original 1909. 1909, my gosh. All those traditional tarots, all those tarot cards, decks, they all, if they're traditional symbols, like when I teach tarot, I teach from this deck, the Rider-Waite deck, or Pamela Coleman Smith, Arthur Waite deck, because they have such clear symbols in them. And also, I'm a traditionalist. I like to go back to the original, and I really do love Pamela Coleman Smith's drawings and her illustrations. They're just so clear. Oh my gosh, that just, the Fool. The Fool just jumped out. That is a brand new start for us. Wiping the slate clean. He's even carrying the white flower of purity and new beginnings. And step into this new year like a child. Like a child. A trusting child, knowing that you will be led. You know, we have the wisdom now to know that we are working in tandem with Spirit, for not only our greatest good, but for the greatest good of all concerned. And we are all one, and we are working to rebuild this new earth and this new era of light. So, one more shuffle, and we'll see what comes out. Okay, let me split the deck. 1, 2, 3. Okay, place that over there. Ooh, don't fall on the floor. Okay. I've just got such a teeny space to work from. Maybe I'll just put them over there. I can't take them from the top. There you go. First card that's coming out for us is the Star. Well, what an auspicious card to start off with. This is the card of wishes coming true. It's also the card of healing. It's the card also, there are 2 cards in the tarot of alchemically mixing our experiences with knowledge, and then getting and gaining the wisdom then to be able to manifest our lives. This card could also be about being in the spotlight. You being recognized for an effort, a service, or something that you've done, and being called upon through an offer or an opportunity to work with others. The card is the Star card is just such a beautiful card, and I previously chose 2 cards from 2 tarot decks to clarify the Star. The first card that came out for that, let's turn that one over, is the Temperance card. And would you believe it? This is the second card in the tarot deck about alchemically mixing. You can see that in my design there. My Angel Healing House tarot cards. She's mixing just like the Star card. Mixing, alchemically mixing things back and forth to be able to bring heaven on earth and to be able to bring forth the fulfillment of our dreams and our wishes. So very much so, the Temperance card is a card of things balancing out, of us having the patience to work with Spirit so that our lives will flow and the rainbow of wishes can come in for us. In many ways, the Temperance and the Star card are about our wishes coming true. Yes, they're about being hopeful and healing, but in many respects, this is about having the patience to be able to work with Spirit so that our wishes can be fulfilled. And in the Tarot of the Mystical Moments, this was the third card to clarify the Three of Wands, which tells us that this is preparing us for our ships to come in. You know, she is looking out to the horizon. She has a ship in her hand, and now that she's risen to this top, okay, she is well prepared. She's well prepared to step into the spotlight of the Star. She's well prepared for that. And she's well prepared for the fulfillment of her wishes because she's become very clear. She's become very clear as to what she wants to manifest in our lives. There are many people that previous to them healing those long-held issues or clearing things, they might have wished other things for their lives, but now that they've healed and cleared those things, maybe your wishes are very different. So now that we've become very clear, things can manifest for us in a whole different way. And that's the beginning of this new moon in Capricorn. Next card that's coming out for us in the Waite-Smith deck is the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so under this Capricorn new moon, this is telling us that after we had the Star card, is that this is the card of our legacy, of our inheritance. It could be our legacy, that these things that we're going to be called to collaborate and connect with other people, with our soul tribe, are going to leave a lasting legacy on the planet of creating a foundation where people can thrive, everyone can thrive, where people are prosperous, where they're abundant, and they can passionately serve in wonderful ways. Um, and the 10 is really a completion in order to step into this legacy of this. It's often called the Happy Family card. And now this Capricorn new moon is bringing in those long-term goals. We can set our sights on being able to achieve these goals with our soul family. Now, the card that came out next is another 10. So we've got two tens there, signifying the completion of something. And look at this card. I mean, her back is towards the storm, and she's fighting to keep all those umbrellas in hand as she's making her way to the blue skies and to clearer skies, clearer sights, setting her sights on no more things that will thwart her from moving forward to this legacy, to realizing this legacy and working with others. And the other clarifier was the collaboration card. This is the Three of Pentacles. I love that the Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles came out because they're both cards of connecting with those people who would recognize and remunerate us for our skills and our gifts and our talents. It's about working with others. And so under this Capricorn new moon, that's what we're looking at. We're looking at, from now on, seeing where those signs and those messages are coming in for us, on those opportunities for us to be able to work in tandem with others. Maybe you've been a solopreneur for a long time. Maybe you've been a single business owner, and you've thought or felt like it's time to expand, or it's time to co-create or collaborate with others. Now is that time, especially as we go into Aquarius season with that humanitarian, philanthropic, altruistic energy which is all around it. The next area of our lives is the Ace of Wands. Now this is the message, the passionate, creative message that's coming in for us about how we are going to serve. And that's the initiation of this Capricorn new moon. I know lots of people who are Capricorns, and they have no worries when it comes to manifesting their desires and working diligently. And they are so determined and working hard. Well, we can put those Capricorn energies of this new moon to bring about these messages. And even if you don't know what that looks like yet, all you have to do is say thank you. Thank you, Spirit, for my new opportunity. I'm open to receive it, to be able to serve in a new way, and just show me how to step forward. That's all we need to do. So the two clarifiers for that was the Queen of Wands. Now, out of all the queens in the deck, she is the one that is on fire. She is the entrepreneur. She's the go-getter. She puts herself out there and authentically and in integrity, and just shows up, the way she is. She's very strong and she's very powerful. Now it is a fire energy, being the wands, but this really points to our career, our ideas, and the things that we are most passionate about. Under this Capricorn new moon, we are being asked to be expressive, to not hold back what we're passionate about, and determined to put out in the world even. So I love that this comes on the heels of this Page of Wands. Page of Wands might be the message that comes in on how we can step in to the Queen of Wands cards. And I did mention the dragon, which is the year of the dragon coming up, the Chinese year of the dragon coming up, and how powerful dragons are. The third card is from a different deck, is the Three of Cups. And this is the celebration card. But not only that, the Three of Cups is the soul tribe card. This is coming together in great celebration and celebrating all the parts that are going to be brought together in order to bring forth those new endeavors on the planet. And it's a card certainly of celebration. Next card in this 4-card spread, this is the card that came out for us, is I always call the Eight of Pentacles the being remarkable card. This is the card of our skills and our talents, our abilities being recognized, and being made to put to task, or not being made to, but being offered to put to task to produce more of what we are absolutely remarkable at. And passionately and happily and enthusiastically using our gifts and talents in ways where we possibly might have felt like we were not seen before. Certainly, with that star card starting out, many of us are going to be stepping into the spotlight to show just how remarkable we are. The next card that's coming out with that is my King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles, well, this is somebody in authority, somebody who might even provide us the financial support, the emotional support, to do more of what we are passionate about. This is part of our soul tribe. And these karmic fated things that we're stepping into, which our soul chose, could not have come out until we cleared and we cleansed so much of lifetimes of what we were holding on to with those lower resentful, regret, bitterness, anger, sadness, judgment, not forgiving, all of these energies. And until we were clear, we couldn't be offered this position to be able to passionately and create. And that our King of Pentacles is coming in to make sure that we are going to have all the wherewithal to be able to do that. And yet again, we have another card of alchemy. Okay, so not only did we have the star card of her mixing things together, the waters together to bring about something new. The Temperance card, my card, showed the angel mixing, but the magician also uses everything at his disposal to be able to work with not only these earthly things, earthly physical things, but also heaven on earth, bringing heaven on earth together to alchemize and bring about the fulfillment of our wishes. And many of them are going to come in very magical ways. The third card, the outcome of this Capricorn new moon, and what it's bringing in is the Empress. It's bringing in fertility. It's bringing in creativity. It's bringing in new ways that we're going to be able to birth our services, new ways that we're going to be able to birth our ideas. And then it's going to produce a harvest for many, because it's a long-term. Capricorn is not a get rich quick scheme or anything like that. It's long-term goals. And the Empress is here to settle in and to give birth to those ideas. The next card that's coming out is the Fool. Starting on, the Fool jumped out. Remember, the Fool jumped out in the Rider Smith deck, the Waite Smith deck. And it does show. It shows us that we're on the path of a new beginning. Don't force it. Don't push it. Don't try to make it happen on the 11th, or don't put your expectation and attachment on it. Know that this new start and new journey is yours and it's fated. And all you need to do is look out for the signs and ask your angels, show me how I can serve in this new era of light on planet Earth. And with more confirmation, we get another Empress card. We get 2 Empress cards there. Both are in full blossom. Both are just in radiant abundance as to what is coming on in for us under the initiation of this new moon. Now, there are plenty of things that you can do for a new moon ritual. Under the full moon, we release things that no longer serve us, and we let go. But the new moon is we plant those seeds that we want to see grow and thrive and flourish and blossom. So maybe you can do some journaling around that. What do you intend for this new moon? Very, very powerful Capricorn new moon tomorrow on January 11th on the 111 portal. So I hope all that's been helpful for you. If you would like a personalized individual reading, please do call me at Angel Healing House. That number is 831-277 3716, and that's Eastern Standard Time. And you can also book distant healing for Reiki, ancestral clearings. If there's anything that's left over from any lower dimensional frequencies as far as ancestral healings or past life clearings, the Posse of Angels and I are great in walking that timeline back through past life regressions to see where there are still things that are holding a client back. And of course, there's the intuitive counseling to see how your decisions and choices have gotten you to this point in your life. And if it's not a place where you want to be, then we go into the practical tools on how you can shift your energies. So once again, that number for Angel Healing House is 831-277-3716, and my contact details are in the description box down below. Go out, everyone, and fashion a beautiful life for yourself, and I'm wishing you love and angel blessings, and I look forward to speaking with you again. Take care, everyone. Bye.